Okay, it's Monday, September 12th at 12:24 p.m. First of all, first stop here is the garage. Now, I will be throwing this stuff out in the trash. This is what was in the apartment before. There's probably 15 or 20 bags here, and there is more in the attic as well. Now, probably what's in here pretty much is papers and debris, and probably also some the dog that was here was not housebroken, so there's dog feces in there, and also most likely material from the bottom of the bird cage. So I'm going to do a walkthrough here, and I'm not going to stop at all. I do have a note up here for the SPCA. Me and my neighbor and I are taking care of the bird. The dog is at the SPCA. Now, this is the room next to the kitchen. This refrigerator is not running, and it has been left in really a disgusting state. This is pretty bad in here. So I'll have to replace this, and I'm just simply going to throw this out and have to replace it. Okay, here we are now in the kitchen. I'm going to stay as wide as I can here. I'll close this door behind me. Now, some of this stuff was cleaned up. The floor, I think, is beyond repair, at least from what I can see. I'll probably have to replace the flooring as well. And the bird is here. That's a good thing. He's in his cage. Here's the sink. And I'm seeing that we've got flies and ants and everything around here. Why this was plugged up here, why he put this tape up here is beyond me. This is what the bird eats. Now, I am taking care of the bird, but apparently the dog liked to chew up papers. So that's what this is here. Pretty disgusting. And here's the bird cage. Oops, never mind. We'll do this table here. I did want to go back here. There are several letters here from Niagara Mohawk, and I don't think that the energy, I don't think that this has been paid. I think National Grid is sending him a lot of information here. There's several of them in here. These are all unopened, by the way. So, and they date back to, well, it looks like February, back to February. So I'm not sure if we'll go in the basement, but we'll get the idea from the rest of it here. Here's, this is the condition that the floor is in, which is there's bird stuff all over the place, food. Here's the bird right here. And we've been feeding him and also giving him water. So there was a second bird, but that bird apparently died. And here's more debris here. And you have to be very, very careful where you're walking here. Now, I tried to do this last night and none of the light bulbs work. And these hardwood floors were, this whole apartment was pristine when he moved in. And you can see here that this is what we'll find throughout the whole house, dog feces. And he's got a spot here and here. And it looks like the bird likes to sit here on this old monitor. The computer doesn't work. And there's more dog stuff here. Now there is a spot up here in the ceiling. One can only surmise that this was caused by moisture. I suspect that it's urine from the dog. That's all I can figure out. The smell in here is really something. So we're going to go upstairs now. We'll check out the rest of it. This was a shelf that I had in here, and as you can see, the bird has done a job on that. He's chewed it all up. The owner here did let him out. We're very careful not to do that because he's a real rascal. You can't get him back in there. So I can't turn the lights on here. Well, I can turn the lights on, but none of it works. I think all of the light bulbs are out. And here's the bathroom. I'm going to try to flush this. I don't know why that won't flush. It's broken. Oh boy. This is one of the bedrooms here. Now there's a light bulb that is working in here. I'll turn this light off. The smell is really intensified up here. This is really bad in here. Looks like the bed is broken. I certainly don't want to touch anything, but he's left the radio going. From what I understand, there are bags of trash in the attic as well. This is really something. Now my tenants that were next door do have some time left on their trash pickup, so I'm going to start on those bags. The tenant next door was somewhat supportive here, and he put in a second railing because Mr. Grant was falling. So this helped stabilize him. But this is just really quite a mess. We did deliver the last Friday in August. We did deliver a letter of eviction with a deadline of September 30th. So, we're going to have to get to the bottom of this issue here. That ceiling probably is right below the closet. I suspect something's going on in there. It was probably the dog. But this is the condition, and mind you, this is after 15 or 20 bags of trash plus what is ever up in the attic. What is ever up in the attic was in here before this. So, and there's the bird. And you can see the bird gets out sometimes. So I'm not going to touch any of Mr. Grant's possessions, but I am going to get this garbage out of here. And here's some old dog food here. But again, I don't know why he has taped those things up. I would imagine too, there is a basement here. And the lights are on. I'm not even sure if I want to go down here. But there's, doesn't seem to be too bad, but there is stuff down there. You can detect this odor, particularly in the downstairs in the next door apartment. It's there. So, don't know if this sink can be cleaned. That'll be interesting to see. The countertop is in pretty bad shape. I don't know why. I don't know why he did all of this. Unless he's trying to keep the bird out. I don't know. Who knows? Fortunately, he did leave us some food for the bird. And there you have it. Well, there is one here that is open. Final disconnect notice. Final disconnect notice from August 15th. And but as I say, there's several bills in there. Several envelopes unopened. And well, I guess that will do it. But I am going to start removing the garbage that's in the garage. This appears to be all stuff that he cleaned up himself. Some of it was up against the back of the house, and then it eventually all got moved into the garage. So that's what I'm going to do, and trash pickup is tomorrow.